All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here on a Tuesday night, and we're finally going to take a look at the Phoibos Eagle Ray GMT. Now, if you guys caught the unboxing of this watch just last week, you know that I said I was going to spend some time with it, and I've really gotten to spend some quality time with this watch. It's a really, really cool watch. Guys, be sure to stick around to the Lume shot at the very end of the video because this watch has really, really incredible Lume. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Now, we've all been waiting for Phoibos to bring out a GMT watch. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it out there on the internet everywhere. People have been wanting Phoibos to do this, and they finally did. I think they did an absolutely spectacular job with it. I'm really happy they decided to run a quartz movement in this watch. This is running the Ronda 51524. It's from the PowerTech 500 line of Ronda movement. It's not a super, expensive movement or anything like that, but it is a nickel-plated metal movement. It is actually a repairable movement if you were to decide to do that. So it's a good, solid piece of kit inside of this watch. It's got a 45-month battery life with the battery in the watch, so you don't have to worry about it for 2.5 up to 3 years. So pretty good there. Now, guys, taking a look at the dial on this watch, it really is spectacular. Now, this is the PX023A model with the green fade to black dial on it. They have a blue one. They also have a black one with gold accents. And they're all just absolutely spectacular looking. So taking a look at the hands on the watch, guys, you have these neat paddle style hands with syringe tips. I'll note to you that the second or the minute hand actually goes all the way out to that railroad track dial there, or a minute track, and also does the second hand, as you can see here. The GMT hand is done in a nice spectacular red there on the end of it. Really, really looks good. You have the Phoibos logo up there just below 12 o'clock and the GMT 300 meters. That's right, this is a 300 meter rated watch. They say you can actually use this watch for scuba diving. So date complication over here at the 3 o'clock position, along with the 24-hour complication. The watch just really pops. You guys, I think I can kind of show you as we go around here. Look at that internal, get it to focus there. Come on, focus. Look at that internal spinning bezel. I will tell you that all of those indices are lumed, but look at the shine on there. It just really pops on the watch. You can see this coin edge style bezel on the watch on the outside of it. It's non-turning, of course, because your internal bezel does all the work there, but just all of the work done on the watch is really, really well done. It appears to be what I would consider a bead blasting on the case. The polishing is going to be on this coin edge style bezel here and also on the crowns of the watch. It has dual screw down crowns on this watch. This lower one, of course, is going to set your time, control your independently settable GMT hand, also your date functionality there. The top one, and we'll work on that, both screw down, of course, with 300 meters water resistance, but your top one is going to control that internal bezel there on the watch. So if you want to use that for setting a third time zone, if you want to use it for a timing function of some sort, really cool functionality there. Really, really well done from Phoibos. Go ahead and put it back in position at the 12 o'clock mark and screw that down. I tell you what, I've had a few watches with these internal style bezels, and what I've noticed is occasionally when you screw them down, even on my ball diver's watch, when you screw them down, as it gets tighter, it tends to misalign that bezel. Doesn't really happen on this one, the Phoibos GMT. So there's definitely great functionality in the way they designed the screw down crown here for the internal bezel work on the watch. Both of the crowns on the watch are signed and polished on top. Both have the Phoibos octopus there, as you can see. Looks really good. Now, I've taken the watch off the factory strap, guys. I have it on this single pass leather strap. I wish I could tell you guys where I got this strap, but I've had it for a number of years and it's been on a lot of watches. Very soft and supple, looks good on there. It came on this Tropic strap, and if you guys want to see this strap on the watch, I'll leave a link down below to the unboxing video, but it's a great, great strap. I always love a Tropic strap. Nice and thick, feels kind of old-fashioned kind of. Is a little bit stiff at first, but this one has softened up after wearing it for the last week. So guys, the watch is absolutely a great watch to wear, very much a looker. Every time I post a picture of this one on Instagram, people just go nuts for it. So taking a look at the back of the watch, you guys can see that they've actually put your 24-hour information there on the back as far as where these cities are in relation to GMT, which I think is a pretty neat touch. Obviously, a screw-down case back on this watch lets you know here in the center, this is Phoibos GMT Swiss Ronda 51524H, the 300 meters of water resistance, and that is running a sapphire crystal on the watch. I do believe they've used a AR coating on the underside of the crystal, and you don't get a whole lot of reflection now with this leather strap here. When you pull it on through there, it makes scratches, but then you just rub in your oil there, and it cleans it all up. So good looking watch, guys, from Phoibos. Let's go ahead and pause the camera for just a second and get this one on the wrist. Now, while the watch is here on the wrist, it's a perfect time to go over the dimensions on this case. You have a 41 case from side to side, of course, not including the screw-down crowns on the watch. 20mm lug opening on the watch. You have a beautiful length of 47mm from lug tip to lug tip, just about perfect. And it comes in at a clean, thin 10.5mm. Of course, I have it on a single pass leather strap that's pushing it up on my wrist slightly, but you guys can just tell from that shot there from the side that it's a nice thin watch. The sapphire crystal, the green to black dial, guys, it's just, there's really something to love about these Phoibos GMTs. Even if you're not a big fan of quartz watches, I think this one just might get you past the hump because they're just absolutely spectacular. Like I said, they do have a blue fade to black model. They have an all black model that has gilding on the hands. And guys, that gold just really pops. Let's dim the lights and let's go out with that Lume shot. All right, guys, I say it time and time again here on the channel. When I turn out the lights and I haven't even hit it with anything and it's glowing like this, you know it's going to be a beast. I'll tell you, I wore this watch to bed. I recently took a vacation to Disneyland and I wore this watch to bed a couple of nights and it was absolutely stunning. You could read the watch from the time I went to bed till the time I got up at 5 or 6 in the morning. It was still dark in the hotel room, of course, with the shades drawn, and the watch glows like a torch. So, guys, the Phoibos Eagle Ray GMT, this particular green model, is the PX023A. I will leave a link down below to Phoibos watch, guys. I'm going to leave also an OFD code down there. If you use the code OFD, capital OFD at checkout, you'll get 10% off on this watch or any of the watches at the Phoibos website that you guys like. And a little bit of that comes back here to the channel so we get to make more videos for you guys. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.